Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Lifubide large room air purifier. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So as you can see, this is a very tall box. This is my bench I normally use, and this is as tall as my bench. So this is designed for areas up to 4,555 square feet. So let's get this open. So this seems to be very well packaged. It has two boxes that are double layer thick corrugated cardboard. So here we have a power cord. This is a standard style connector. The cord is a little over 6 foot long. And here we have the manual. Let's take a quick look. So we have a thank you. Here we have instructions. So you want to read through all these. Here's a packing list. We have a control panel on the front, display screen, outlet grid, laser PM 2.5 sensor. So that's going to detect micron sized particles in the air. We have the power connection port on the back. It comes with the manual, 2 filters, and the power cord. Here's the control panel. Has a power button. You press it to turn it on or off. Has wind speed, automatic mode. So this will use the sensor to determine how much pollution is in the air and it will adjust the speed accordingly. Has sleep mode, light, child lock. You hold that down for 3 seconds to activate it. That's so if a child presses a button, it doesn't turn it on or off. On the display, we have a filter life reminder icon. The filter is rated for 1 year. We have a Wi-Fi connection instruction, the PM 2.5 display, and the air quality indicator. That's this here. This talks about placement. You want to have it 30 centimeters, which is around a foot away from all sides. Connect up the power supply. Hold down the button for 1 second to turn it on. The leaf icon will have a different color depending on your air quality. It will be red for poor, orange for average, and green for good. This says note, it's only measuring particulates, not gaseous pollutants. This talks about the filter, so you open up the cover, remove the plastic, make sure the RFID tag is at the top. Now this has filters on both sides. This talks about machine maintenance. It talks about cleaning the machine shell, the laser sensor, and the preliminary filter. So you can rinse that filter off. So that might have pet hair and things like that, large particulates on it. So this is app enabled. It uses the Tuya Smart app. So this uses 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It's not compatible with 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so that's something to keep in mind. This will also work with ALEXA and Google. And here we have the specs. You can pause and read through those. Here's a Q&A and some FCC text. I'll need to switch this around to get it out. Okay, so I wanted to turn this over so we could see the bottom. It does have these forecasters on the corners, and it has a kind of a hard rubber compound on them. This does list the power rating is 105 watts. So that would be around the max rating of this. I guess this is a good time to show where the power cord plugs in. It's here on the bottom. I'm going to put this up on my bench for a second. This is about 14 inches square. And the height is around 29.25 inches. So we have the display here. I'll get a close-up of it later. It says remove the package of the filter before using the machine. So I'll pull that off. So here are the filters. So you can't see it right now, but the controls are up here on the top. Now you could really have any of these sides be any orientation for the most part, aesthetically, I think. The display is likely the front, but then the controls are on the right side. And then the filters are on the sides, or where the intake is. And then it ejects out the top. So I'll pull this tape off, and this panel will come off. Just pull it out to the top and lift it. Now I thought it was missing the large particulate filter, but that's actually built into the panel. So that's here. So you can take this off and rinse it out. I mean, I'd probably vacuum it and then rinse it out and get it cleaned. And this will pick up the large things like hair and large dust particles. So then we have the filter here. We can take this out. I'll remove the bag. So this has a pleated filter on one side. And then on the back side, it has the carbon filter. So that carbon filter is going to help remove things like VOCs and odors. And then we have a foam gasket here to give it a good seal. RFID is on the top and the reader would be in here. So you'll place it in with the RFID up, like so. We'll set the panel down in and snap it in place. And then I'll do the same to the other side. So now this is ready to turn on. Okay, so this top does come off. So you can pull this up here. And then I presume that's so you can help clean it. So if I look down here, I can see a blower fan. It's similar to a fan you'd find in a furnace, but a little bit smaller. So I'll plug this in. It beeped. Now I'll switch over to my iPad so I can set it up in the Tuya app. Okay, so you'll want to go to your app store and search for Tuya Smart. I'll open that up. So I have this installed already. So I'll hit plus, I'll hit scan. I'll turn the air cleaner on. And I'll scan the QR code. I'll hit add. It says turn on the device and press the auto button. For 3 seconds, the indicator will rapidly blink. Okay, so it's blinking. I'll hit next. It says enter Wi-Fi information. I'll hit next. It says device was added successfully. I'll hit done. and here we have the air cleaner in the app. So from here we can control the air cleaner just like we can with the controls on the device. So if I want to turn the speed up on this, I can press speed on the bottom and I can turn it up to level 5. So now it's on level 5. So I can also go to setting, and here we can do the child lock, we can turn the light on or off, standby detection, and we have schedule too. So you can set up a schedule for when you want to turn this on or off. So if you want to have this run during the day while you're at work, you can schedule that. So let's look at the controls on the device. So here we have the on off, so I'll press that. It turned it off. Press it again, we'll turn it on. Then we have the speed, I'll press that here. It's kind of hard to see with my light on, but there are lights on here. So we have 3, 4, 5. So this is the air purifier on the highest setting. So you can definitely hear it when it's on the highest setting. It was drawing around 95 watts on my power meter. So you may not want to run this on high while you're in the room. The nice thing is you can schedule this like I was just talking about, or you can set up with your smart device so you can tell the smart device to turn it off while you're in the room and then have it turn on when you leave. There are many options for that. Of course, this has 5 speeds. You don't need to run it on high either. You can run it on the lower speeds. So this is on the low speed, and I do have some ambient noises around me, and I can barely hear this. I actually can't really tell the difference between the air purifier and the other ambient noises around. Let me try some of the other modes. So on speed 2, I can definitely hear the sound from the air purifier. It sounds like a small fan. Same with 3. 4 sounds like a fan on high. Now this is a blower motor, so it's going to sound a little different from a typical like pedestal fan. Then we have the sleep mode. I'll press that. So this is going to turn off the lights and run it on a low mode. So on this mode, it's currently drawing 4 watts. So this does use a brushless motor, so it's very efficient. Let me go turn the lights off and see if all the lights are definitely off. Okay, so on sleep mode, I see the light here. So with sleep mode on, it does have this light here, has a very faint glow. Now if that does bother you, that would be very easy to cover up with a little bit of tape. Next we have the light. That's going to turn the display on or off, and then we have lock. So we hold that down for 3 seconds. That will turn on the child lock. So here we can see the display. I'll turn that on. You can see this here. This will show you your air quality, and then you have your PM 2.5. This will tell you your particulates, and then we show that Wi-Fi is connected. Well, then I forgot to mention it has the auto mode. So you can turn this on, and it will measure the particulates in the air, and if it sees a lot of pollution, it will ramp up the fan, and then as the air is cleared, it will turn it down. So that's the Lifubide air purifier. If you're looking for a large air purifier for a large location, I think this is a great option. I like that this is very efficient. Right now it's on the low speed, and it's drawing just over 5 watts. But even on the highest speed, it was only drawing 95 watts. So this would be great for cleaning the air in a house, a large living room. This also could be good for schools, community centers, churches, large basements, many places where this would work well. Now this is also very quiet when it's on the low mode, so you could even use this in a bedroom while you sleep. I like that this has dual filters too. The higher surface area means the more filtering you can do between filter changes. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.